Hi everyone and welcome back to Gilded Guidance. Today we are going to have a pick a pile session. So please pick the pile that you are most drawn to and let's get started. Hi pile number 1, if you felt most drawn to this pile, then this is going to be your reading. So let's start with your rune. You actually picked the Gebo rune, which represents gifts and luck. So let's see what else we have. We start with your archetype card and then we see the tarot ones. You have the Seeker with the light attributes of thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are, and the shadow attribute is inability to commit to a path once found. Okay, so let's see, thirst for wisdom, truth. So there's something that you might seek, but you haven't found it yet. But you're on the way. You're moving towards something. There is movement in your car. There's movement in your path. Okay. Let's see your tarot cards for today. You have the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is very emotional in nature. He's calm, composed, intelligent, and he's really keeping his calm, if we can say it that way. And it's moving toward the Emperor. Okay, so that's something that you need to take authority of just from these two cards. And with the Seeker, you're moving towards something, but you need to take authority. You need to move from emotional mastery to sit on your throne like the Emperor does and taking charge of a situation. You have the Knight of Swords. You're moving again, you have movement like before. You have lots of movement and mental clarity will come to you over this situation. King of Swords, yes, definitely you have mental clarity. There's definitely a lot of mental clarity. And you have the setting Sun. It's an extra card in this deck. And it actually kind of translates to a reversed Sun. But the Sun, even reversed, would mean positive outcome, because even when there are clouds, the sun is still shining. So this is actually a nice closure for this reading. Okay, pile number 1. So what I'm seeing for you now, that you are taking control of a situation in a firm and practical way with the Emperor right here. And kind of like you need to make this, whatever you are moving toward, whatever you're seeking, you need to do it fast, and you need to make decisions fast, with the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords on the other side, right? And it's kind of like that you have not just authority, but you need to use your logic, your understanding to see clearly in this situation, but it's going to resolve fine for you. It's kind of interesting how many emperors and male energy is coming from this deck with the Emperor and the two kings. There's a lot of yang energy in this deck. And what I'm seeing for you is that you are emotional in nature, but you need to make this decision mostly with your head. You need to take charge, but you need to also keep your head clear. Maybe it's that kind of situation when you need to listen to your mind, your head, your brain. But however it is going with the Sun card at the end, this situation is going to unfold well for you. So maybe right now you are seeking answers, but what Spirit is telling you is that you don't need to worry that much, because clarity will come to you and it will come pretty fast. Okay. So from emotional control, you need to take authority. You need to do fast action, because the Knight of Swords is fast. You need to use your brain, and then the situation will go into the right direction. Okay, let's see your last cards. You have Hammock. taking a vacation physically or mentally. Maybe you're overthinking this situation with the two sword cards. Maybe you've been seeking an answer for too long, and Spirit's saying that you need to take action fast and stop hesitating over it. You have the four-leaf clover. Great good fortune is kind of matching with the Gabo room for you, which also means gifts and luck. So luck is on your side, whatever direction this is going, but it's going to a great direction with the setting sun at the end. The situation will unfold just fine. You don't need to worry about it too much. Okay, you have birth or conception of a child of enterprise. So whatever it is, it's going to turn out again just great, matching with the sun. You have rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. This is kind of like a lot of male energy also here in this deck. And you have the wealth card. So this is probably with the emperor, it's also very abundant. It's probably something about your material wealth and this decision that you are trying to make and you're looking for answers, you need to make it fast. But the situation is about to clarify. So, what I'm trying to tell you is stop hesitating emotionally, because this King of Cups and this Seeker is like you're trying to find the answer, but what you need to do is act fast with the Knight of Swords and stop hesitating and arrive at a clear and final decision with the setting sun right over there. Okay, and maybe you need to clear up your communication or your thinking with the King of Swords over here, but for all together you will arrive to the setting sun. This situation is going to unfold nicely for you. You have luck on your side, and you have it two times just here, sorry, with the four-leaf clover and the Gabo. Okay, pile number one, this is all I'm seeing for you today. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye. Hi, pile number two. If you felt mostly drawn to this pile, then this is going to be your reading. So to start with, you have the Tiva's room, which is for wisdom, immortality, victory, kind of like in this side, but I think for you it will be wisdom. I have this feeling. Okay, let's start with your archetype card and then we move toward the tarot. You got the guide archetype card. Okay, that is very nice. You have the light attribute, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. And the shadow attribute is places final gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Okay, you got the guide. So I think you are already a pretty spiritual person to start with. The nature of the divine in life and in yourself. I think this will be mostly about something spiritually or something about healing and helping others heal, maybe. But let's see your cards. Okay, so I'm just going to, sorry, for your first card, I'm going to grab your rune and place it on top of it. And then we have Justice, the Star, Justice, Six of Cups. Okay, I need another rune, sorry. We have the Sun. And finally the Nine of Cups. Okay, this is actually very nice. It's very, very nice reading for you. So what I'm seeing is that you are actually healing. You have some new hope, healing on your way. It's all about renewal. The Star is about emotional or spiritual recovery, and it's kind of nicely aligned with your guide card, your guide attribute. Sorry, a guide archetype card with the light attributes, with representing the divine in life and in yourself. So I think you are on a spiritual journey, and with justice, whatever is happening is kind of like the universe is aligning and your life is aligning, your karma is balancing out nicely right now. You are healing. And even with the Six of Cups and the Sun card next to each other, I would say that it's like warmth and emotional openness. And the Six of Cups itself often points to nostalgia and your inner child. And I think that you are healing maybe your inner child right now, or your inner child is healed. And probably you took a lot of steps toward it with the Star and Justice. I think everything is aligning slowly out for you. And you are getting to this point with the Sun and the Nine of Cups where you simply just happy. You're happy, you're content, you're fulfilled, you're satisfied with your life. So maybe it took a longer time to heal your inner child, but you did it so nicely, so calmly, so peacefully. This is such a peaceful and nice, harmonious reading for you. I feel like that the Sun amplifies this joy for you, this happiness, this authenticity. So maybe before you healed your Six of Cups, with your Six of Cups, you healed your inner child. You didn't really connect with your inner child, but right now you can be your authentic self, and you slowly move towards this Nine of Cups. Okay, let's see your cards. You have the yoke. Okay, maybe I will put it over there. You have the veil. Frustrated, great worry over nothing. And you have opportunities are waiting for you. Yes. And you also have career. So maybe even now you will have even a new opportunity for you opening up. Now that you are so calm and you are healing a lot. But maybe what Spirit is trying to tell you with these cards that you can enhance your peace and quiet if you are just suffering so much, and there might be a new opportunity for you in your career. You might with the yoga, I'm feeling that maybe you're not completely satisfied with your work, but surely you are moving toward it. Even if you need to change your job or maybe take a vacation or something like that, but you're moving toward it. Okay, dear pile number 2, this is all I'm seeing for you today. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye. Hi pile number 3, if you felt mostly drawn to this pile, then this is going to be your reading for today. So let's see, first what we are looking at is your rune. It's actually the Dagu's rune, symbolizing increase and growth for you. So you are growing, maybe out of a situation, maybe you're outgrowing your current self. Something about you is growing. So let's see your archetype card and then we will see the rest. You have the Knight archetype with the light attributes of loyalty, romance, and chivalry, the love of honor, and the shadow attributes allegiance to a destructive ruler or principal, romantic delusions. Okay, so what I'm feeling right now is that what is standing out for me from this entire card is the delusions word right here. So I feel like you have some kind of delusions over something. There is some delusions maybe about a person, not specifically romantic, but it can also be, of course, romantic. Over a person, over a situation, you have some delusions, and maybe that's what we are trying to clarify. We will see. Okay, so let's see your tarot cards. You have the Six of Cups. Okay, so this is about, I think this reading will be about your past. So maybe you have delusions over your past, and it's such a pretty card as well. Okay, you have the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Okay. So I think that you need to revisit your past. Something about your past must be bugging you. If not, then you still need to look back for something. Because what I'm seeing right now, that you need to see your past with an adult eye, with a different eye. Because the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia for you and in general. But there's something tied to the past, maybe memories, a connection that feels familiar or emotionally significant for you. And then the Emperor steps in and it brings you structure, control, boundaries, authority. So, what I'm feeling for you is that if you look back at a situation in your childhood with an adult eye, you see it in a completely different um, perspective, in completely different way. Because while you are in the situation, you might have, with the Six of Cups, is more about emotionally how you tie to the situation. But the Emperor is looking at it with a completely authority and controlling structured mind. So it's more like kind of like the King of Swords in this situation, that you bring clarity to this situation, and you might see it in a different way now, and with that you completely change your mind. So the wheel is representing a change for you right now, that maybe that now you look back, the situation is might be not as good as you remembered or not as bad as you remembered. Either way, it changes your view. And what spirit is telling you, that at the end of the day you need to leave, you need to clarify what you've seen, you need to look at it with a different eye, and then leave it where it belongs, in the past. Leave it where it belongs. You don't need to be so attached to it emotionally. You can detach yourself from it and start anew with the Page of Swords. You can start anew. So I think that you might have some delusions in the past, as seen on the shadow attributes. You might see some delusion with the Emperor. You can clear it up, and then you change your view, and you need to leave. But at the end of the day, you need to leave it where it belongs, and it belongs to the past. Dear pile number 3. So let's see your cards. You have September, or it can even be 9 months. So maybe you will be helped by a person to look at your mind, to look at your past differently. This also can mean a male figure, maybe a father, a brother, somebody in your family, a friend, to look back at the past in a different eye. Maybe somebody who known you for a long time. You're highly thought of, yes. So definitely somebody you like will reveal something about the past that you're not seeing clearly right now because you have delusions. And you have hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance. And they will help you. They will help you understand what happened actually back then. And then you will look at it a completely different way, and then you can finally leave it behind and detach yourself. Because you have the Six of Cups, which are in the emotional realm. They are the water cards. And you have the Eight of Cups. So what your spirit is trying to tell you, that to leave this behind with the Eight of Cups, you first need to detach and see it in a different way. And when you see it in a different way, you will be able to leave it behind. But you probably need help and guidance from somebody. You probably need help to kind of like dissolve these delusions. And once it's done, you can move on into your future or into your present. You can move on with your life and start anew with the Page of Swords. It's a lot of clarity that they are bringing to you. Okay, dear pile number 3, this is all I'm seeing for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and until next time, bye bye.